Yo, what it do, fellas? Fellas, what it do? We back, fifth quarter, week 12 predictions, week 11 recap. Time to get into it. We getting into that part of the season where all those making the playoff push, now's about the time to start putting your foot on that gas. Because once you start seeing week 12s and week 13s, that means we coming down to the end. And with that being said, it's time to be all in. By now, there should be no more figuring out, trying to see what works. You got to get ready for playoffs and get in war mode. Playoffs always feel different than regular season. So you want to have all your ducks in a row by the time playoffs start. But let's look at these divisions first before we even get into the recap. And then we'll look and see, who's in the race, who's in the running, etc., etc. First up, we got AFC North. We got the Browns 9-1, the Ravens at 7-3. The rest of that division, well, let's just be honest, it ain't no division. This is a two-man division. Right now, the Steelers and Bengals are competing for who can have the best draft pick. Browns and Ravens still battling for the division. But these two been battling every season, regardless who win. It always come down to the final couple of weeks to see who actually won this division. So it's always been a two-man race in this division, but it's coming down to the wire, in my opinion, again. Although the Ravens swept the Browns swept the Ravens, so Ravens got his work cut off for him. He needs some help. He gonna need some help, but nevertheless, Ravens definitely got one of them playoff spots right now. AFC South, we got myself leading the pack at 8-3, with the Texans following 7-5, Colts 5-5, Titans 4-7. Titans are on a 4-game slid, and it ain't looking good for the Titans right now. I don't want to go out on a limb and say his season is over, but I will go out on a limb and say he can't lose no more games. He got to pretty much win out from here on out. 8 wins is not going to get in the playoffs. Too many teams over here playing pretty good ball. That's not going to cut it. So the Titans in a position that they'd rather not be in. But, hey, sometimes people play better with their back against the wall. So they got their work cut out for them. Colts 5-5. And Jags and Texans are currently battling for the top spot in that division. But the Colts are 2 games out as well. So we'll see what happens in that division. AFC East, we got Dolphins, Trey Dogs, still undefeated at 10-0. Jets is 6-5. Bills are 5-5, but Bills on a bye week. Bills got a forced loss coming his way his next week, so he'll be 5-6 for breaking that rule. We didn't forget, but he just had the bye week, so there was nothing we could do about that. So it looked like Trey Dog pretty much putting a bow on this division early. I don't think anybody's well, no, I can't say that, but Trey Dog, he definitely wrapped this division up early. The Jets was like, you see the Jets on a 3-game slid. They 6-5. They once were 6-2. And I gotta tell you, in NFL and football season, a three game slide can really hurt your season. So now he's 6-5, and now he's on the cusp of having to fight for his life to make the playoffs now. AFC West, we got Broncos at 10-1, Chargers at 7-4, Chiefs 5-6. Chiefs got to put a serious streak together themselves, in order to stay, the playoff worthy. Raiders is out. Their season is done. But he took over this Raider team a couple of weeks ago, so I know he'll be gearing up, ready for next season. That's activist. But again, Broncos off to his best start. Chargers off to his best start. Chiefs off to their worst start. But again, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. You can start off slow in the season and catch fire late in the season and get into the playoffs with momentum. So still some games have to be played. Things can go a lot of different ways. But now is the time to put your foot on the gas. NFC North, we got Lions 7-3, Packers at 6-5. Lions on the 5-game win streak. Bears at 4-7, like their season about done. Rocket, same with him. So you got the Vikings. I mean, you got the Packers and Lions right now battling for that division. And right now, Born Ray looking like he ain't trying to slow down. He on a 5-game win streak, so he trying to keep doing what he doing. NFC South, we got Saints at 7-3, Panthers at 8-3. Saints, that's Steph Anthony. Panthers is Pearl. Bucks is Dwayne. Falcons is Dre. And Dwayne took over this Bucks team, a couple of weeks ago. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Dwayne is definitely somebody that's improving game by game. I think he will be much better next season. Falcons got some nice young pieces over there. I think they will actually be a better team next year. Now, can he put together something, some type of formula to win some games to even attempt to make the playoffs? We'll see, but let's not forget they are in a division with Saints and Panthers, so it won't be easy. Won't be easy at all. But Saints and Panthers, this look like this will come down to the final couple of weeks between them two. Right now, Saints on a 4-game win streak, so Saints is definitely playing some good ball right now. NFC East, we got Washington at 8-2. The rest of the division, it's a wrap. Nobody catching them. Like I said, man, when you having these type of seasons, you definitely got to put a plan together. And either you should have put a plan together before the trade deadline, or you got to put a plan together for the off season. Either way, can't just let Washington keep running away with this division. Cannot. NFC West, we got Rams at 9-1. That's Claw. 8-3. DK 49ers. Cards at 7-3. This division is tough, and then you got Beast Aronis at 4-6. Now I know you look at that 4-6, and you say, well, he's out of it. But let me tell you, he's probably the most dangerous team under 500. Beast Aronis got game, and I mean, just a couple of things didn't go his way, and I'm telling you now, by him being in the division with all these good players, he's definitely going to get better and better and better. So this is a real tough division. And if I'm these other teams, when you got to play Seattle late in the season, that is not going to be no easy out. So this is a solid division right here from top to bottom. Regardless of Seahawks being 4-6, they're still a tough out for anybody. So real curious to see how this division played out. So as you can see with them playoff races that's going on currently, AFC, you got all these teams. Yeah, pretty much. I'll say. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely say. Yeah, I'll say that too. Unless somebody just completely just go on a nice little losing streak. All right, so your number 1 seed is the Dolphins. Number 2 seed is the Broncos. Number 3 seed is the Browns. Number 4 seed is the Jags. Number 5 seed is the Ravens. 6 is Chargers. 7 is Texans. Wow, so Texans got the 7th seed. Chargers got the 6th seed. Jets right now on the out. Colts on the out. Bills on the out. Chiefs, Titans. But all these teams are still in it. Even the Titans, they're still in it with 7 losses, because the seventh seed right now, the Texans, who just lost, now has 5 losses. So this is still, and even the Chargers got 4 losses. So mathematically, none of these teams is in automatically. They still got to play ball themselves. But these teams behind them got to catch fire. They got to turn up. See, the Jets is trending the wrong way right now. They're in a 3-game losing streak. That is not going to fly. The Titans on a 4-game losing streak. Like, they're trending the wrong way right now. But at this point in time, they just got to take it 1 game at a time. They are all still in it, except the Pats. Pats is done. But up to the Titans are still in it. So you got Titans, Chiefs, Bills, Colts, And Bill's got a forced loss coming to him, so he will have 6 losses, so that will hurt him. But he still will be in it also. So you got Colts, Jets, Bills, Chiefs, and Titans all fighting for a wild card spot, or one of the 2 wild card spots. Over here in the NFC, the Rams, number 1 seed, Washington, number 2 seed, Saints, number 3 seed, and number 4 seed is the Lions. Number 5 seed is the 49ers. Number 6 seed is the Cardinals. Number 7 seed is the Panthers. So those are your playoff teams right now. The Packers are 2 games out behind the Panthers. Seahawks 4-6. Giants 4-7. This NFC, this wild card race is tight, but it's tight between the people that got a wild card. Everybody else that's out, the Packers are the closest one at 6-5. Seahawks, he's 3 games out from the Panthers. Same for them. They got to go on the win streak. You know what I'm saying? They got to go on the win streak. Before they lose another game, they need to win at least 3-4 in a row. You know what I mean? That's just the position they're in right now. Ain't no other way to spin it. Now, with that being said, I believe I've seen some tough games this week. Some real good games for this week. But before we get into this week, we're going into week 11. Recap. First up, we had Browns and Steelers. Murph won 49-21. Murph got 1 loss in the season. He's been playing some great ball over there in Cleveland, Ohio. Then we had Cards and Bengals. Mad Max put up 50 points and lost. That's when you know things just ain't going your way. But I'm surprised the Cardinals gave up that many points. You know, to give up 50 points, you know, that's defense took a day off. But fortunately for him, the offense came to play. But, you know, I'll take it anywhere I got to take it. You know, 59-50, that's not too many games you're going to have like that. But if you do have a game like that, you'd rather come out on the winning side than the losing side. But y'all know my rules. If I'm Cards, I'm really not happy with this win right here. You can't give up 50 points and expect to be successful too often. Then you got Broncos and Titans. Carnage blew out the Titans 41-7. Like I said, the Titans are on a 4-game losing streak, so they definitely got to string some wins together like now. Otherwise, they are early Cancun vacationing. Then you got Vikings and Bears. They played. Vikings won 28-21. Bears look like he's about done for the season. He got to go on the win streak himself. Otherwise, his season is done. Then you got Cowboys against the Packers. Cowboys beat the Packers. Wow, upset. Good win for the Cowboys. I took the Packers to win this. I was wrong. These are the type of losses that's going to hurt the Packers' playoff chances, because you win against a team who had 1 loss on the season. 1 win on the season. And they beat you at home. This is a real bad loss for Green Bay. And when you look back, you're going to look back at these type of losses and realize, like, this is the one that did us in. Terrible loss for Green Bay. Good win for the Cowboys. Next, you got Chiefs and Pats. Bay Boy really took out Black Star. Like I said, Chiefs is also one of them teams that's on the cusp of missing the playoffs. He himself got to take it 1 game at a time. And don't look ahead. Only worry about what's in front of him, because he has 6 losses. And like I told you, once you start getting around there, you pretty much are on the verge of missing the playoffs. But Chiefs still got a shot. Like I showed y'all, the 7th seed got 5 losses. So Chiefs got a real good shot. He just gotta play ball. Same with like team like the Jets. You know, they gotta play some ball right now. Right now, like ain't no couple of weeks from now. Right now. Starting week 12. Well, started now. But week 12, they got to get some wins. Week 12, week 13, they got to turn their season around, like ASAP. Next, you had Lions and Panthers. Good win for Born Ready. Did not see this at all. Didn't know this happened. Lions had a pretty good record over there anyway, so I'm not shocked. But this is a good win for the Lions. Let me tell you, this is one of them wins that if he meet the Panthers in the playoffs, you better believe the Lions going to come into that game with a ton of confidence. Now, Pro not going to come into the game lacking confidence, but I think the Lions going to have hell of a confidence for winning this game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, regular season, I always tell y'all, regular season records has nothing to do with the postseason, but regular season wins transition to postseason. You take out a top dog in the regular season and you meet him in the playoffs, you ain't coming to that game timid. You ain't coming to that game feeling like you can't win. You come into that game, yo, we did it. We did it once, we could do it again. Now, of course, it's going to be harder doing it the second time, but it don't matter what's harder. The fact that you did it lets you know it could be done. Good win for the Lions over the Panthers at home. Rather convincingly, that Detroit Lions defense came to play in a major way. They only gave up 16 points. Then you had Bucks and Seahawks. Bucks took out Seattle. Like I said, I've been telling y'all about the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I took him to win this game over Seattle in an upset, and sure enough, he pulled it off. Like I said, man, Bucks one of them teams that if he could slow down his turnovers, he's going to be a tough out. He's going to be a real tough out. Trust me when I tell you. Seattle, this is a bad loss for Seattle, though, because day 2, they were 4-5. They are now 4-6. They could have went to 5-5 at 500 with a win over the Bucks, but they didn't get it done. You know what I'm saying? So this is also one of them losses that they're going to look back on and be like, man, we supposed to win that game. But good win for this Bucks team. Ain't no other way to spin that. Then you had Niners and Texans. DK went against Rick, and DK won 42-28. This is a good win for the 49ers. He's in that tough division over there with the Rams and Cards. That division is tight like a fat lady in a bikini. That division leg is going to come down to the final week or two over there. So right now, you got to keep chalking up as many wins as you can. Good win for the Niners. Texas been having a good season, though. I mean, I know this is one he would like to have got, but he didn't get it done. But good win for the Niners. Then we had Colts and Jags. This is a bad loss for us. Terrible loss for us. We was up 14-0, and then we lost 31-14. So you do the math. That's a 31-0 run. Too many dumb passes. Too many stupid interceptions we did near the red zone. Like, you know, you can't do that and expect to win. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really lock in like I was supposed to. We went up 14-0 and we kind of got lackadaisical, and all the momentum just went away. I did something crazy. I blitzed everybody on that run commit when he called the no huddle, and I knew he was passing. Wide open touchdown. We just did too many silly stuff that game, and we wanted to make sure that, you know, when you get a bad loss, like I say, the difference between regular season and playoffs is that when you get a bad loss in the playoffs, that you got to wear that, because there is no next week. You got to wait till next season for some comeback. But when the regular season comes and you get a bad loss, there's always next week. So as bad as we played this game, as lackadaisical as we said to ourselves, you know what? It's spilled milk, nothing we could do. Get ready for next week. But this is a good win for the Colts. This is a great win for him. He kept his season alive for the wild card spot in the division. You know what I mean? So good win for the Colts. Then we had, this wasn't getting played. We had Dolphins and Jets. I took Dolphins to win this, but not by this many. Why? Because I remember the Jets beat Miami last year. But guess what? That was last year's Miami. Miami is on one in case the league didn't notice. He's undefeated. He made the AFC chip last year. And I'm willing to go out on a limb and say this is why he is undefeated. He got a taste of being one game away from the Super Bowl. He's trying to get back. Anybody coming his way, he's taking them out one by one, crushing them. You know what I mean? So Dolphins #1 team. He's been the #1 team in the league for about a month now. And guess what? It ain't changed. He's still undefeated, you know. So great win for the Dolphins over E-Ball and the Jets. Then we had Saints and Falcons. Saints won 72-21. Atlanta just had too many games when they give up too many points like this, you know. Like I say, I'm looking for ATL next season to bounce back with the young pieces they got over there. So at this point, if I'm ATL, I'm playing all my young bucks. All my guys that I know that starters for me next year, I'm playing all of them and get them as many reps as I can and try to build them up as much as I can this season. But ATL definitely got some changes to make over there, scheme-wise, system-wise. Then we gonna move on to Week 12, and we got Steelers and Bengals up first. Run dog against Mad Max, and I'm gonna take I'm going to take Bengals in this one. He put up 50 points last week and lost. So you know what? Is it a chance that he found something finally? Yes, very possible. We're going to find out, though. But I'll take Bengals this week to win over the Steelers 37-21. Next, we had Panthers and Titans. P. Earl took a tough loss last week. Bounced back, got a win this week. Titans, like I said, Titans in serious trouble of season already being over. It's a tough one for him to lose at home by 14 to this Panthers team. Then we had Jets. Well, then we have Jets and Washington. E-Ball going against Money Mascot. And Jets is pretty much also on that verge of being in serious trouble. They got to put something together. You know what I'm saying? They got to put something together. So they got to put something together like now. You understand what I'm saying? They're in the wild card hunt. They got to put something together, you know. And taking the team out like Washington would be a great place to start. You know, I think if you could win this game, I think he'll pull off his next 3 or 4 in a row. You know, but he got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's just me just saying that. Don't mean he's gonna do it. But I'm gonna take Washington in this one. They playing more consistent ball right now in the season. Give me Washington 41-27. Next we had Falcons and Bucks. Falcons got a little payback. Bucks took them out the first meeting. Falcons won this one 35-14. And good to see the Falcons on the other side of the road for a change. Then we had myself against the Texans. We won 73-26. This is a good win for us. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the bad performance we had last week. We had to make sure that you said good defense, Dre, right? Because you seen Dre give up 14 points. You had to say good defense because you used to seeing Dre give up 50 and 60 and 70 point games and things like that. But yeah, that was a good defense by Dre. You know, I'll agree. But good win for the Jags this week. We needed this one in a big way because Texans were 1 game behind us, and now we've completed the sweep over the Texans. So we just did something great over there in that division. So you know, we moving on to week 13 now. We got the win. And that's just what it is. We're moving on to week 13. Next man up. Ravens and Cards. This should be a good one. BAP going against G. These two are very familiar with each other. Cardinals are home. I believe both teams will make the playoffs. You know, it is a big game for division purposes. You know what I mean? So both teams would want to win, along with just the competitive nature against one another. Both teams would definitely be trying to go all out to win this game. And we're going to see how this go. But I'm actually going to go with I got to go with the Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Cardinals simply because they got the fastest team in the league, in my opinion, offense and defense. I've been saying it. And because of that, I think he got enough speed to match with Baltimore speed. So I'm going with Cardinals. I think it'll be close though, regardless. But I'll take Cards. Give me the Cards over the Ravens this week. I'm gonna go 34-30. 34-30. Cardinals over the Ravens. Next up, we got Niners and Rams. Another good game. A divisional game at that. Rams at home. Niners on the road. Listen, both teams off to a good start in the season, so this game can go either way, in my opinion. You know, listen, who do I think going to win this game? Well, I tell you, it's going to come down to, in my opinion, this is going to come down to right. This was a playoff game at ITT. This is going to come down to who could turn the ball over the least. You know. Who could turn the ball over? Because I ain't going to lie. If Claw have 3 turnovers and Niners have 1 turnover, Niners going to win. If Niners have 3 turnovers and Rams have 1 turnover, the Rams going to win. So I think turnovers is going to play a major factor. And then the next major factor to me is going to be red zone conversions. Who can convert on more touchdowns than field goals? That's what I think it's going to boil down to. But I got to pick a winner. This is predictions. And I got to tell you, man, these two played in the playoffs and ITT and my other league that just finished today. By the way, y'all guys did a great job over there knocking them playoff games out, Super Bowl and everything. We ready for the off season. Hell of a job by each and every last one of y'all. But yeah, these two played over there, and DK took Claw out the playoffs. So I know Claw's looking for a little payback, which is a reason why I'm definitely leaning towards the Rams. But I gotta say, I think because he lost over there in the playoff, I think he's going to try to really go hard to try to blow the Niners out. Could be wrong. He could just come on simply and just try to win the game. But I think he's going to try to really put some numbers up on the Niners, and I think that might be a mistake. I'm going Niners in this one over the Rams in the upset. Give me the Niners this week over the Rams. 26-24 Rams over the Niners over the Rams. Next we got Dolphins and Broncos, another good game. We got a lot of good games this week, and this is the week. This is the week that you're going to start seeing also a couple of things. You're going to start seeing a couple of things by these matchups the way they are. You got undefeated Dolphins going against one-loss Broncos. Yeah, Broncos only got one loss themselves. They're not undefeated, but they only got one loss. So both teams are off to a great start. And Broncos are home. Listen, I can't take nothing from Dolphins, man. The guy's been playing another level. I'm going Miami in this one. Although I do think he's serious. He's in serious jeopardy of getting his first loss this week to the Broncos. But I gotta go with Miami right now, man. They've been playing great ball. They've been blowing a lot of people out. They've had more blowouts than close games. I'm not saying this game's going to be a blowout, but I'm definitely picking the Dolphins to win this. But if Broncos win, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Dolphins right now is just locked in another level. Give me Dolphins this week over the Broncos, 33-29. Next, we got Colts and Seahawks. This is a big game for both teams because both teams are trying to be in that wild card. Well, the Colts are in the wild card hunt. Seahawks, he's trying to get there, but a loss right here would really hurt his chances. And if the Colts lose, this will really set him back. So this is a big game for both users. I'm gonna go Seahawks in this one. I'm gonna go Seattle in this one. Seattle's the home team. I think Seattle bounces back from a loss they took last week and come back and get a nice win this week over the Colts to keep their season alive. Give me Seahawks this week over the Colts. 32-28 Seahawks. Then we got Pats and Raiders. Activists going against Black Star. I'll take Raiders in this one. Give me the Raiders over the Pats this week by a score of 28-21. Then you got Saints and Giants. Rico going against Steph Anthony. This don't look like a season the Giants will make the playoffs, but Saints definitely they will make the playoffs. I'm going with the Saints in this one. But Saints got to come in and handle his business. If he come in this game acting like all he got to do is show up and he get the win, he's going to be in serious jeopardy of getting a upset alert. But I'll take Saints, though. I think he knows he's in this division with Pearl, battling for that division crown. I think he won't come into this game playing no games. I'm taking the Saints over the Giants this week. 35-17. Next, we got Bills and Browns, but like I said, Bills getting a forced loss this week. I guess he got when he played Miami 2 weeks ago, I guess he got caught up into being frustrated and just let his actions, his emotions get the best of him. But I told y'all, anybody caught breaking rules, it's immediate action. Immediate action will be taken. So Browns will get the win over the Bills. Bears and Lions. Born Ready going against the Bears. I'm taking the Lions. Lions playing some great ball. Had a great win last week over the Panthers. Give me Lions this week over Chicago, 41-20. Then you got Eagles and Cowboys. Naruto going against Huff. Huff got a nice win last week over can't even think of it right now at the moment. Matter of fact, over the Packers. He took out the Packers last week. That was a great win for the Cowboys. And I think because he won, I think he come into the game with a little more confidence than what the Eagles have. Give me Cowboys this week over the Eagles. I'm going to go 27-23. Then we got Vikings and Packers. Packers going to have to bounce back and get a win this week. If he don't, I think this will really, really put a dent in his season. So this is a must-win for the Packers, in my opinion. Vikings struggling. Packers got to win this game. Give me the Packers over the Vikings this week. I'm going to go 34-26. Packers over the Vikings. That concludes Week 11 recap. That concludes Week 12 predictions. I'll see y'all Week 13. And I'm gone.